Daily Horoscope Analysis for Taurus. May 11, 2025. Greetings, steadfast Taurus. Today, as the sun continues its journey through your sign, you're experiencing a particularly potent expression of your innate Taurian energy. May 11, 2025 brings a fascinating cosmic configuration that amplifies your natural strengths while challenging you to evolve beyond your comfort zones. The celestial backdrop today features a harmonious trine between your ruling planet Venus in Cáncer and Neptune in Pisces, creating a dreamy, emotionally intuitive atmosphere. This water-based energy softens your earthy pragmatism, opening channels to your intuition that you might typically overlook. Meanwhile, Mercury positioned in your sign forms a challenging square with Saturn in Aquarius, suggesting some communication hurdles or delays in plans that require your patience and persistence. The moon in Virgo today activates your fifth house of creativity, romance, and self-expression, bringing focus to these areas of life. This practical earth energy complements your own, providing a grounding influence that helps you manifest your creative visions into tangible results. The Virgo moon's meticulous attention to detail enhances your already thorough approach, making this an excellent day for projects requiring precision and care. In terms of love and relationships, today's Venus-Neptune aspect casts a romantic glow over your emotional landscape. For Taurians in relationships, this creates an opportunity for deeper emotional connection with your partner. There's a dreamy quality to your interactions, allowing for meaningful conversations about future plans and shared dreams. Your typical guardedness may dissolve under this influence, enabling more vulnerable exchanges that strengthen your bond. Single Taurians might find themselves attracted to individuals with artistic or spiritual inclinations today. Someone who speaks to both your sensual nature and your deeper values could enter your sphere. However, the Mercury-Saturn square cautions against idealizing new connections. Take your time getting to know someone before making significant commitments. Familial relationships benefit from your increased emotional sensitivity today. You're more attuned to the unspoken needs of family members, especially children or elderly relatives who might require your support. This is an excellent day for strengthening bonds through shared experiences rather than mere conversation. Career-wise, the Virgo moon activates your creative sector, making this an ideal day for project planning, artistic endeavors, or presenting ideas that require meticulous attention to detail. Your ability to combine practical considerations with aesthetic appeal is particularly strong today. Colleagues and superiors will appreciate your thoroughness and dedication to quality. The Mercury-Saturn square suggests potential delays or miscommunications in work-related matters. Documents may need revision, or technology might present unexpected challenges. Approach these situations with your characteristic patience, understanding that these obstacles are temporary and may actually reveal important details that need your attention. Financially, the Venus-Neptune influence could cloud your usually excellent judgment regarding resources. This isn't an ideal day for major financial decisions, investments, or significant purchases. If possible, delay such matters until you have greater clarity. Instead, use this energy to envision your financial future and set intentions rather than taking concrete action. Your physical vitality is generally strong with the sun in your sign, but the Neptune influence might lower your energy levels somewhat. Listen carefully to your body's signals today. The throat and neck area physically ruled by Taurus may be particularly sensitive, so protect these regions from strain or temperature fluctuations. Mentally, the Mercury-Saturn square could bring heavier thoughts or concerns about responsibilities. Balance this by engaging in activities that ground you in the present moment. Working with your hands cooking, gardening, or crafting would be particularly beneficial for your mental well-being today. The Venus-Neptune trine opens a window for spiritual growth through artistic expression. Consider journaling, painting, or creating music as pathways to deeper self-understanding. This aspect facilitates connection with your inner wisdom, which often speaks through creative channels for Taurus individuals. The fifth house Virgo moon encourages personal development through structured creativity. This might manifest as learning a new skill that combines artistry with technique, such as pottery, culinary arts, or playing a musical instrument. The satisfaction of creating something both beautiful and functional resonates deeply with your Taurian nature. For maximizing today's energies, consider surrounding yourself with blues and greens colors that bridge your earthiness with the water element prominent in today's aspects. Wearing or carrying crystals like blue lace agate or green aventurine could help balance the dreamy Neptune energy while supporting clear communication despite the Mercury-Saturn tension. The most productive hours for focused work will likely be in the morning, when the Virgo moon's analytical energy is strongest before Neptune's influence becomes more pronounced in the afternoon. Save creative and intuitive activities for later in the day when your receptivity to inspiration increases. A mindfulness practice that would serve you well today involves sensory grounding, taking time to fully engage with the physical world through your senses. This honors your Taurian connection to the material realm while counterbalancing the nebulous Neptune energy. Your affirmation for today: I honor both my practical wisdom and my intuitive knowing, finding balance between earthly pleasures and spiritual insights. As the day concludes, reflect on the insights gained through this blend of pragmatism and intuition. The lessons offered today involve finding harmony between your dedication to the tangible world and your evolving appreciation for the intangible realms of emotion and spirit. Remember, steadfast Taurus, your greatest strength has always been your ability to manifest, to bring ideas into concrete form through persistence and practical wisdom. Today's cosmic energies support an expansion of what you consider possible to create, encouraging you to infuse your characteristic thoroughness with imagination and emotional depth. Tomorrow brings a shift as the moon enters Libra, your sixth house of daily routines and wellness, suggesting a focus on bringing more beauty and balance into your everyday practices. But for today, embrace this unique blend of grounded creativity and inspired practicality that speaks so profoundly to your Taurian soul. On May 11, 2025, Taurus is experiencing a particularly noteworthy planetary configuration. The Sun is firmly positioned in your sign, emphasizing your core Taurian traits and providing a surge of vital energy to your personality. This solar presence amplifies your natural persistence and enhances your connection to physical pleasures and material concerns. With the Sun at approximately 21 degrees Taurus, you're feeling increasingly confident and centered in your sense of self. Venus, your ruling planet, has just entered Gemini, creating an interesting dynamic for you financially. This position activates your second house of resources and values, potentially bringing unexpected opportunities for income from communication-related endeavors. The Venus-Gemini influence makes you more versatile in your approach to resources and may inspire unconventional financial decisions that actually work in your favor. Mercury is positioned at 17 degrees Taurus, making a direct conjunction with your Sun. This powerful alignment sharpens your mental faculties and communication skills, making this an exceptional day for important conversations, negotiations, and expressing your ideas with unusual clarity. The Mercury-Sun conjunction in your own sign enables you to speak with both authority and sensibility, balancing emotional intelligence with practical reasoning. Mars is currently transiting through Cáncer, activating your third house of communication and short-distance travel. This placement creates a protective, somewhat defensive energy around your communications. You may find yourself advocating strongly for your ideas or defending your perspective with emotional intensity. Be mindful that this Mars position can make you overly sensitive to criticism of your thoughts or plans. Jupiter is established in Gemini, expanding opportunities in your financial sector. This beneficial giant is making a harmonious trine to the cluster of planets in your sign, suggesting a period where your natural talents and resources can be leveraged for significant growth. Jupiter's influence here indicates that diversification of income sources could be particularly profitable throughout this period. Saturn continues its transit through Pisces in your 11th house of social networks and future aspirations. This creates a sobering, reality-checking influence on your long-term goals and community connections. There's tension between Saturn and your Taurus placements, suggesting some friction between your personal desires and collective responsibilities. You may feel the weight of obligations to groups or friends while trying to pursue your own path. Uranus, having recently departed your sign after its 7-year revolutionary journey through Taurus, is now in the early degrees of Gemini. This significant shift means the planet of sudden change and awakening is now influencing your financial sector. Today's specific position creates a dynamic aspect to your sun, possibly triggering unexpected revelations about your resources or values. Financial surprises, both challenging and beneficial, may emerge under this influence. Neptune in Aries forms a square to your sun position, creating a somewhat foggy, idealistic filter on your self-perception. This aspect can inspire creativity and spiritual connection, but also potentially cloud your judgment about practical matters. The Neptune influence requires careful discernment between intuitive wisdom and wishful thinking, particularly regarding health matters and daily routines. Pluto, in its long transit through Aquarius, forms a fixed square to your sun sign. This powerful aspect intensifies power dynamics in your professional life and public standing. Today's specific alignment may bring hidden agendas to light or require you to confront control issues in your career path. Transformative opportunities exist if you're willing to release outdated ambitions and embrace authentic forms of influence. The moon, transiting through Scorpio today, directly opposes your sun sign, creating an emotional fullness and highlighting relationship dynamics. This opposition encourages finding balance between your needs and others' needs. Lunar-influenced intuition is particularly strong, offering emotional insights that complement your normally practical approach. The North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra create an evolutionary axis that intersects with your solar position. This nodal influence suggests that your spiritual growth path involves balancing self-assertion with relationship harmony, a theme that's particularly activated today through the planetary positions. Chiron, the wounded healer, positioned in Aries, forms a subtle but important sextile to your sun. This supportive aspect offers opportunities for healing core wounds related to self-worth and material security, themes often central to Taurus's evolutionary journey. Today's specific degree connection makes this healing potential especially accessible if you're willing to acknowledge vulnerability. As the cosmic energies align for Taurus on May 11, 2025, your communication landscape reveals fascinating developments. Mercury, positioned in Gemini, creates an interesting dynamic with your typically grounded expression style. This placement encourages you to explore more versatile and adaptable forms of communication, perhaps pushing you slightly outside your comfort zone in beneficial ways. Today, your words carry additional weight, particularly in professional settings where clarity becomes your superpower. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a supportive trine with Jupiter, expanding your ability to express yourself with both charm and authenticity. This planetary connection enhances your natural diplomacy, making this an excellent day for important conversations that require both tact and honesty. Your ability to find the perfect balance between directness and sensitivity will be particularly enhanced. The third house activation in your chart suggests an increased focus on written communication. If you've been considering writing projects, journaling, or even crafting important emails or proposals, today's energy strongly supports these endeavors. Your thoughts flow with unusual clarity and structural coherence, allowing you to articulate complex ideas with remarkable simplicity. For Taurus individuals working in creative fields, today brings a notable boost in expressive capability. The moon's position in Libra harmonizes with your earthy energy, allowing you to blend aesthetic sensitivity with practical communication. Artistic Taurians may find themselves able to verbalize concepts that usually remain in the realm of feeling or intuition. Communication with siblings, neighbors, or close community members takes on special significance today. Old misunderstandings could be resolved through conversations that finally bridge gaps in perspective. Your capacity to listen deeply, a sometimes overlooked Taurian strength, becomes particularly valuable in these exchanges. Digital communication receives cosmic support today as well. Social media posts, virtual meetings, or online collaborations benefit from your grounded energy and thoughtful approach. While you typically prefer face-to-face interaction, today you'll find unusual satisfaction and effectiveness in digital expression. Be mindful of Saturn's square to your communication sector, which might occasionally manifest as self-doubt about your ideas or hesitation before speaking. Remember that your methodical approach to expression is a strength, not a weakness. Take your time to formulate your thoughts, but don't allow perfectionism to prevent you from sharing valuable perspectives. Your voice carries particular resonance in group settings today. Whether in team meetings, family gatherings, or social circles, your words tend to cut through noise and bring conversations back to what truly matters. This natural authority comes without forceful assertion. It's simply the power of your authentic, earth sign wisdom shining through. For Taurians in educational pursuits, today offers exceptional support for presentations, discussions, or written assignments. Your ability to simplify complex concepts without losing their essence serves you well in academic environments. Teaching Taurians will find their explanations particularly effective and well-received. In romantic communications, the Venus-Neptune sextile brings a touch of poetry to your usually pragmatic expression. Partners may be pleasantly surprised by your ability to articulate deeper emotions with unusual eloquence. This is an excellent day for heartfelt conversations that deepen bonds through genuine expression. Your communication with authority figures benefits from a Mars-Jupiter aspect that lends confidence without aggression. When speaking with bosses, parents, or other important figures, you'll find the perfect balance between respectful deference and self-assured expression of your needs and ideas. Pay attention to nonverbal communication today as well. Your body language speaks volumes, and with Venus empowered in your chart, your physical presence communicates as effectively as your words. Consider how your posture, gestures, and facial expressions align with your verbal messages for maximum impact. The Sun continues its journey through your sign on May 11, 2025, amplifying your natural magnetism and financial intuition. Being in the heart of Taurus season, you're experiencing a powerful alignment with your intrinsic values and material goals. This solar energy illuminates opportunities that align perfectly with your authentic financial vision. With the Sun in your first house, your personal brand carries additional monetary value. Now people are willing to invest in you and what you represent. Venus, your planetary ruler, has gracefully moved into Gemini and occupies your second house of personal resources and income. This creates a fascinating financial dynamic where versatility becomes your greatest asset. You're likely noticing multiple potential revenue streams opening simultaneously. The Gemini influence on Venus suggests that financial opportunities are hiding in plain sight through conversations and information exchanges. Your mind is particularly attuned to spotting value propositions that others might miss. The Moon in Virgo activates your fifth house of creativity and speculation on this particular day, forming a productive Earth trine with your Sun. This creates an analytical, yet creative approach to financial matters. You can both see the practical details and envision innovative applications. This lunar position particularly favors investments in creative projects with practical applications or ventures that bring both joy and profit. Mercury positioned in your sign forms a conjunction with the Sun, giving your financial communications exceptional persuasive power. Your words carry weight when discussing monetary matters today. Negotiations, pitches, and financial proposals benefit from your unusually clear articulation of value. People not only hear what you're saying about money matters, they truly understand and appreciate your perspective. Jupiter in Gemini expands possibilities in your second house of personal finances, creating a year-long period of potential abundance that peaks around this date. This Jupiter placement favors educational investments, communication-based income, and multiple revenue streams rather than putting all your financial eggs in one basket. Today specifically, Jupiter forms a harmonious sextile to your natal Venus, amplifying fortunate financial timing. Pay attention to opportunities that involve teaching, publishing, or sharing your knowledge in some form. Mars in Cáncer activates your third house of communication and local connections. This adds assertiveness to your financial negotiations and can bring profitable opportunities through siblings, neighbors, or community connections. A short trip or local meeting might yield unexpected financial advantages. Don't underestimate the monetary value of local relationships today. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your 11th house, creating a somewhat challenging aspect to your Sun. This indicates that financial growth requires mature, structured approaches to group endeavors and long-term planning. While not immediately gratifying, building solid financial foundations within networks and organizations will yield substantial returns. There may be some tension between immediate personal gratification and longer-term financial security. Uranus, currently in the late degrees of your sign, forms an electrifying aspect with Venus today. This creates sudden, unexpected financial opportunities that align with your most authentic self-expression. You might receive a surprising offer, unexpected payment, or brilliant insight about monetizing your unique talents. The key is remaining open to unconventional financial approaches that might initially seem strange but actually align perfectly with your evolving values. Neptune in Aries occupies your 12th house, suggesting some financial opportunities remain hidden or require intuitive sensing rather than logical analysis. Pay attention to dreams, intuitive hunches, and subtle signs regarding investments in creative fields, healing industries, or spirituality-related ventures. However, exercise discernment, as Neptune can sometimes cloud judgment around get-rich-quick schemes or financial mirages. Pluto in Aquarius in your 10th house of career forms a powerful trine to Jupiter, suggesting that financial transformation could arrive through professional advancement or reputation enhancement. Hidden power dynamics in your career sector could shift dramatically in ways that benefit your financial position. Look for opportunities to leverage institutional resources or influential connections for monetary gain. The North Node position indicates that destiny-aligned financial opportunities connect to intellectual property, publishing, or international business. This suggests exploring how your knowledge or content can generate passive income across borders might prove exceptionally lucrative now. For specific timing on May 11th, the period between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. your local time features the most favorable lunar aspects for financial decisions or money moves. During these hours, intuition and practical analysis work together seamlessly. A particular point of caution comes from a challenging Mercury-Neptune aspect, suggesting potential miscommunication or unclear terms in financial agreements. Double-check all details, get everything in writing, and be wary of vague promises about returns or timelines. The most promising financial opportunity appears linked to your communication skills and intellectual property. With Mercury in your sign and Venus in your money house, your words, ideas, and content have exceptional value today. Consider how you might monetize your knowledge through courses, consulting, or content creation. For investments, diversification rather than concentration works best under the current Venus in Gemini influence. Technology, communication platforms, and local businesses show particular promise. The stars favor putting small amounts into multiple ventures rather than everything into one opportunity. Partnerships with detail-oriented analysts could prove particularly profitable now. The Virgo moon suggests that someone with complementary skills in improvement and refinement could help maximize your earning potential. Look for collaboration opportunities with those who excel at spotting inefficiencies or quality issues. For entrepreneurs, this is an excellent day to review and potentially increase your pricing. The strong Venus influence suggests you might be undervaluing your products or services. A modest 5 to 15% increase could be well received without affecting demand, especially if you can articulate the unique value you provide. If employed by others, the Sun-Mercury conjunction empowers salary discussions or benefit negotiations. Your ability to clearly articulate your worth peaks today, making it an ideal time to schedule performance reviews or compensation discussions. Focus on concrete contributions rather than potential or promises. Ultimately, this day brings a rare confluence of supportive energies for financial growth through authentic self-expression, diversified approaches, and powerful communication. By leveraging these cosmic advantages, you can create both immediate gains and establish patterns for continued prosperity throughout the coming year. On May 11, 2025, Taurus individuals find themselves in a particularly fortunate cosmic window. With Venus, your ruling planet, forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, several areas of your life are receiving powerful beneficial energy. This isn't just ordinary luck. It's a carefully orchestrated cosmic alignment supporting your natural Taurian strengths. Financial prosperity stands out as your primary fortunate area today. This Venus-Jupiter aspect opens channels for monetary gain, particularly through creative endeavors or passion projects you've nurtured over time. Resources you've carefully cultivated may suddenly bear fruit. Look for unexpected financial opportunities, especially those related to your natural talents or artistic abilities. Your physical environment becomes another remarkably fortunate zone. Home improvements, redecoration projects, or real estate matters initiated today carry a special blessing. The earthy energy supports anything that enhances your comfort and security. Even small changes to your living space can attract prosperity when implemented today. Romantic connections receive a golden touch as well. For attached Taurus individuals, deepening intimacy and renewed appreciation characterize your partnerships. Single Taurians may encounter someone with genuine long-term potential, likely in settings involving food, music, or nature, all Taurian domains. The key is remaining open while maintaining your discerning standards. Creative expression channels incredibly well today. If you've been working on artistic projects, whether visual arts, music, cooking, gardening, or other tactile creative forms, you'll find your efforts flowing with unusual ease and inspiring results. Your natural aesthetic sensibilities are heightened, allowing you to create something truly valuable and enduring. Your physical vitality receives fortunate energy too. Activities that nourish your body and connect you to nature prove especially beneficial. Gardening, outdoor walks, or sensory-focused exercise routines help you harness today's supportive energy for improved well-being and groundedness. Social connections, particularly with loyal friends who have stood by you through challenging times, flourish under today's aspects. Group activities centered around shared values or creative interests prove especially rewarding and may lead to valuable opportunities. Career matters involving patient, methodical work show particular promise. Your natural Taurian persistence receives cosmic recognition today, especially in roles requiring attention to detail, aesthetic judgment, or financial acumen. Authority figures are more likely to notice your contributions and reliable nature. Educational pursuits focused on practical skills or artistic development receive beneficial energy. This is an excellent day to sign up for courses, especially those developing tangible abilities you can apply to increase your security or express your creativity. The fortunate influence extends to matters of personal values and self-worth. Internal work, done today to recognize your inherent value, yields powerful results. The cosmos supports a healthy relationship with material possessions, neither too attached nor too dismissive, but appreciative of quality and beauty. Long-term investments initiated today, whether financial or energetic, carry special fortune. Seeds planted now, literally in gardens or metaphorically in projects, will likely yield abundant harvests. This applies particularly to investments aligned with sustainable practices and enduring value. Communication about your needs and boundaries flows more easily today. You'll find others unusually receptive to your practical perspective and grounded wisdom. Your words carry weight and can help establish frameworks that support your security for months to come. Items in green or pink colors serve as fortune amplifiers today. Wearing these hues, or surrounding yourself with them, enhances the day's beneficial aspects. Natural materials like wood, cotton, or stone also serve as conducive energy channels for today's fortunate vibrations. While the day brings numerous fortunate areas, remember your Taurian strength lies in patient cultivation rather than impulsive action. Even with today's supportive energy, maintain your thorough approach. The cosmos rewards your natural tendency toward careful consideration before commitment. This fortunate period invites you to recognize abundance already present in your life while remaining open to new sources of prosperity. Your characteristic gratitude for life's sensory pleasures amplifies today's positive energies, creating a beautiful cycle of appreciation and attraction. For Taurus on May 11, 2025, your social landscape appears particularly vibrant and transformative. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Neptune in Pisces, infusing your social interactions with a dreamy, compassionate quality. This cosmic alignment enhances your natural ability to connect with others on a deeper, more spiritual level, making this an excellent day for strengthening emotional bonds with those closest to you. The moon in Cáncer occupies your communication sector, amplifying your emotional intelligence and allowing you to express your feelings with remarkable clarity and warmth. You may find yourself becoming the confidant for friends in need of support. Jupiter's position in Gemini expands your social network, potentially bringing new, intellectually stimulating connections into your life. These individuals might offer fresh perspectives that challenge your typically grounded viewpoint in productive ways. Mars in Libra activates your sixth house of service, suggesting that collaborative projects or volunteer opportunities could lead to meaningful social connections today. Working alongside others toward a common goal will strengthen existing bonds and forge new ones. Saturn's influence from Pisces brings a note of discipline to your social aspirations, reminding you to build relationships that align with your long-term goals and values. This isn't a time for superficial networking, but rather for cultivating connections that offer mutual growth and support. A square between Mercury and Pluto suggests that some social interactions may involve navigating power dynamics or addressing unspoken tensions. Your typical Taurian diplomacy will serve you well here, though you may need to be more direct than usual when expressing boundaries. The Sun in your sign forms a sextile with Neptune, enhancing your natural charisma and making you particularly magnetic in group settings. Others will be drawn to your grounded presence and genuine warmth. This is an excellent day for hosting gatherings or serving as the connective tissue between different social circles. Uranus continues its long-term journey through your sign, bringing unexpected social opportunities that may initially push you outside your comfort zone. Today's aspects support taking calculated social risks that could lead to rewarding new friendships. For coupled Taurians, the Venus-Neptune trine creates an atmosphere of romance and deep emotional connection. Consider planning an intimate evening that allows you to reconnect on a soul level. Single Taurus individuals may find themselves attracted to people who embody artistic or spiritual qualities, with potential for meaningful connections developing through shared creative interests. Your friends may seek your practical advice today, as your signature Taurian wisdom is heightened by the sun's presence in your sign. Be generous with your insights, but remember to maintain appropriate boundaries so you don't become emotionally drained. Social media presents interesting opportunities for connection today, though the Neptune influence suggests being mindful about distinguishing between authentic interactions and idealized presentations. Your natural discernment serves you well here. A gathering of close friends could evolve into a deeply meaningful experience, potentially involving heart-to-heart conversations that strengthen your sense of belonging. Allow yourself to be vulnerable in trusted company. The Venus-Neptune trine particularly enhances your empathy, making this an excellent day for reconciliation if there have been